What's up? Good morning, YouTube. Good morning to my Rare Breed family. I'm Demi the Don. So y'all look, let's get right into the video, right? Just jump right into it. Okay, so basically I want to talk about, I always say how to keep people distant, stay away from the haters, your enemies, and all of that stuff. But we're going to talk about why it's so important. So y'all look, so everyone who grew up in the 80s, 90s, I know y'all remember the show Saved by the Bell, right? Okay, so one of the cast members that was on the show, her name was Kelly. I don't know her real name. If I think of her real name or whatever, I'll link it in the video. But y'all, okay, so she ended up playing in this movie, right? And it's a movie from the 90s. It's a good movie. It was one of my movies, like, from, like, childhood, being a teenager. I used to like watching. It's called, I think, A Killer Among Friends. I think that's the name of it. Yo, I should have did some fact checking before I started speaking on this. But anyways, it's basically about, she had this best friend. And the best friend was real jealous of her, y'all. And to make a long story short, the friend and like two other friends end up killing her. And so, this is why it's truly important to just stay away from people who you know that don't like you. You see, like, people who hate on you, people who try to befriend you, to just try to get into your business, or let's say y'all used to be friends and you knew the reason y'all stopped talking is because that person was like shady. Once they go away and they stay away from it for a little while, keep their ass away, especially if you knew that y'all ended on bad or shady terms. Now, regardless of how they felt, that's on them. But if you stopped dealing with these people because you felt like they stabbed you in the back, they were being shady, or whatever the case was, because see, sometimes when you cut people off and they do a lot of shady shit to you, they don't know what the fuck they did. They just know you're not talking to them, but you know your reasons. You see what I'm saying? So do not go back to these people. Do not go back and be cool with them because they have an agenda. You have to understand, when people don't like you, it don't happen overnight. It happens over time. They get to know you. They see the type of person you are. They see the things that you do for yourself and the things that you do for other people. So when they stop liking you, you never know when, but that change just seems to happen over time. That's because it's just like a snake. You see what I'm saying? They're sizing you up and getting all the information they can out of you, and all of that's building up inside of them, and they're taking on this hate that they have towards you, like, day by day. They're just thinking about anything that you do, everything you said, and it's just like a build-up. You see what I'm saying? And so basically in the movie, she had her best, we're gonna just call her Kelly, y'all, because that's what we know her as from Saved by the Bell, from back in the day. So Kelly's friend, and mind you, this was a friend of hers from childhood, basically like a sister to her. So y'all, whether this is a friend, family member, whatever, whoever, these people, we just know they the enemy. Anywho, has been in her life since she was a child. Like, her mom damn near raised this girl as her own. And so in the movie, she tells her to her face, like, I'm jealous of you and I wish I had your life. And of course, you young, because, in the movie, they're like in, I'll say, high school. So, you're really not going to take it that serious. And I hope someone younger, does get to see this video, because it's serious that you pay attention to, the things people say to you, because you can think they're joking, but they're serious, because, of course, she's a young girl in the movie, so she's not taking it serious. So basically, to make a long story short, she was hanging out with her best friend, two other friends. They ended up taking her to like a wooded area, like a lake. They ended up beating her and drowning her in the movie. And y'all, let me tell you how delusional the friend is, right? So the friend is just running around with the mom. No. Let me back it up. The friend ends up moving in with her mom. You know, like she's trying to help her cope with the death and all this stuff. And mind you, you don't find out the friend did it until the end of the movie. Y'all, I'm telling y'all the movie. But anywho, it's still a good movie. You can still go and watch if you've never seen it. So, you know, the friend just sitting around talking to the mom, going around accusing innocent people. Yeah, I think it was him. Or I think it was her. You know, just driving the mom crazy. And I'm like, the audacity of this crazy ass witch. Like, y'all, people are so delusional. You know, it's like the audacity of you to be jealous of someone, tell them to their face, then end up moving in at this person's home, you know, with her mom. And mind you, y'all, the friend had a kid as well. Not only that, the friend ended up dating Kelly's ex-boyfriend. And then got mad at Kelly and tried to accuse her of wanting the boy back. Like, y'all, it's the audacity for me. But my thing is, just never ever let someone get this close to you. I don't care at what age or whatever the case is, because it's absolutely crazy. And it got to the point that the mom ended up telling the best friend, I don't know her name, y'all. I forgot what her name was. But she ended up telling her, look, I can't be your mom, and I think it's time for you to go home. And y'all, the friend was pissed. Because mind you, she wanted Kelly's life. She not only did she want to be her, she wanted the fact that she had a mother, a loving mother. So she wanted her mom as well. And mind you, Kelly has other siblings, and her siblings had to end up, you know, talking to their mom like, Mom, you're doing too much. You're running around town acting all crazy. You know, she's back and forth at the police station. She's harassing people, all because of this jealous best friend, y'all. Came not only into Kelly's life, but into her mom's life, and just turned their world upside down. All because of jealousy and hate. And she's been around Kelly since Kelly was a child. Like I said, they grew up together. So this girl had years to sit back and to be mad and to be jealous and to hate on this girl. To the point that it goes deeper than, oh, I want to fight her. She wanted her dead, and that's what she did. She killed her alleged best friend. And I'm saying alleged because a best friend would not put you in a position to kill you or to set you up to die. But it's crazy the hate that people carry when it comes to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying walk around here and be scared to interact with people or to meet a new friend, but you're going to know when it feels genuine. Because, see, Kelly also ignored all of those red flags, but she's a teenager. But I don't care at what age, whatever age you are, and if you run across this, do not ignore these red flags. The moment someone says they want something of yours, you know, you need to work on distancing yourself from that person or those people. Because, y'all, when someone says they want something of yours and they get quiet after a while and they just kind of sit there, or, you know, it's no laughs and giggles, even then you have to watch out for that. But these people are crazy because y'all, I've been there, you know, and it's not a good feeling. And it's sad because you grew to develop love for this person and love for these people when the whole time they plotting against you to take you up out of here. You don't even see it coming because in your mind, you're just like, this is my friend, this is my friend, this is my loved one. This person love me. These people love me. These people don't love you. They love what they see you can do, and they want that for themselves. You can get them the clothes off your back, the shoes off your feet, the food off your table, and put it on theirs, and it's still not good enough. It's never going to be good enough because that hate, that jealousy, that envy, it runs deep, y'all. It runs deep. It runs 6 feet under. These people are so jealous of you to the point that if they had 3 wishes in this world, one of those wishes would be to take you up out of here. And I'm not saying this to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm not saying this to make anyone feel insecure. I'm saying this because I want to warn you in advance. If what I'm saying can help save someone's life, I'm going to keep saying it, because at the end of the day, this shit is real. Mental illness is real. And the people who really have mental illness, they the ones that don't seek help or a therapist or anything. What they do is they project their problems onto other people, and they go around blaming other people. And they sit back and premeditate everything they saying. So even if you haven't seen this person in 10 years, this person has premeditated everything that they want to do when they see you again. And I know this based off of experience. And watch what you tell people, because you can tell someone something years ago and think they forgot. They didn't forget. They gonna run it right back when they see you again, or if they see you again, and they gonna throw it up in your face. Like, people are really delusional. So at the end of the day, me telling this story is because I really want you to be aware. I want you to know that hate is real. Death, that's real. The way people feel about you, whether it's good or bad, is real. And you're going to get the real from me. And I hope I'm not being too blunt. But I really do want you to be aware, because Kelly really thought this was her friend. She thought this was her sister. She felt like this girl really loved her. And y'all, and I'm going to tell you, and Lord, I'm just telling the whole movie. But look, just because I'm telling the movie don't mean that you shouldn't go and watch it. And it's an old movie from the 90s, like I said. But it's still a good movie, and it's something that you need to be aware of. But, now what was I saying? Damn, I done lost my... I don't forgot what I was about to say. Okay, basically, she premeditated everything, because what happened was the best friend and one of the other friends, because it was her and 3 other girls, what they did was when they went by the lake or whatever, they act like they were fighting, because she knew Kelly was going to get out the car and try to break the fight up. So once Kelly got out the car and tried to break the fight up, like, y'all, we're friends, you don't need to be fighting, they just turned on her. And I think the girl said something like, we're not really fighting, we don't hate each other, we hate you. And when I say that, I'm like, oh, wow. At least the hating asshole was honest, you know what I'm saying? But still, she was saying all this stuff in advance to her. But at the end of the day, she built up a lot of anger watching her from years. I think that was like 5 or 6 years old to teenage years, about 17, 18. That's a long time. So of course, over all those years, all that hate built up, and it turned into death for Kelly. So at the end of the day, y'all, just watch these fake ass people who you call your friends, who you call your family. Watch how you move around them. If you like going certain places and going out with them, that's fine. Just don't take them. It's almost like going shopping. Go with them to Walmart. Don't take them to the Chanel store and they watching you buy all these bags they can't afford. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to kind of keep them around, just keep things that you do on the hush. Don't tell them everything. Don't show them everything. Don't let them walk through your house and go through your stuff. Because, see, all of that stuff is spiritual, y'all. You'll be surprised what they dropping all around your house, and you notice things start to fall apart. Because these people are dark, evil, and demonic. They give no fucks. They want the worst for you. Because they feel like, you know what, if I can't be them and I can't take their place, I just want to fuck up everything they have going on anyways. And one thing about people that don't like you, they will lie. So if someone told you something and it has your mind all wondering and you all over the place trying to figure out what's real and what's not, understand it's a lie. Because see, that's another thing they do. They will throw lies out there just to keep your mind wondering. They want to hurt your feelings. They want to ruin your confidence. If you in a relationship, they want to break that up too. If you have a good relationship with your with the mother or your child, the father of your child, they want to mess that up too. You see, their main goal is to ruin you as a person. It's sad, but it's true. And basically, you know, the moral of the story is you just gotta watch who you call a friend. And don't get me wrong, at once upon a time, that person probably was a friend of you. But the moment that you notice they start hating and they start getting jealous, that's when you distance yourself and say, you know what, I don't need this. Just fall back from that person. Start responding. If they looking for a response, leave their ass on red. Because see, that's another thing too. Demons get triggered. So versus them thinking something is wrong with you, they gonna want to fight anyways. Because that's how they felt to begin with. It's gonna be like, oh, she gonna be like, oh, she ain't gotta answer my calls. I don't care, and blah blah blah. They gonna go around and continue to talk shit about you. Cause mind you, they've been talking about you anyways. Then on you know, when it comes to men, dang bro, ain't answering the phone, man. He a bitch ass nigga anyway. He a punk anyways. That's why his girl was looking at me. Like, I know how it go. It's the same thing on both ends. You know, when it comes to men and women. But no matter what side of the tracks you're on, I mean, being man or woman, you still need to watch these people that you have in your life, especially when you know you have a plan, and especially when God has a plan for you. When you know because you can feel it. You know where you are and you know where you're going. So you need to be aware of who you plan to take along with you, because everyone can't go with you. Everyone's not going to go with you. God's going to make sure. He will clean your house before you even know it. They here one day, gone the next. And so in the movie, right, and I'm going to wrap this up, y'all, because y'all know I can go on and on. You know, one of the friends end up, you know, breaking down and telling the police. You know, because she, the crazy best friend ended up threatening the other friend who helped her to kill Kelly. And so, you know, it was just eating at her conscience for a little while. I think it went on for about a year. But she also threatened the other friend as well. And I think the crazy best friend ended up pulling out a knife on the other friend who helped her to kill Kelly. Because like I said, it was 3 of them. One of them sat back and watched, and the other 2 actually attacked her. Which is crazy, right? Yeah, you know, it's crazy how all of this was premeditated. It's crazy how this girl was jealous of her life to the point that she took her life and then moved in her home. And then, y'all, the psycho chick even helped the mom to clean out Kelly's room. But see, she wanted to move into Kelly's room, but luckily, mom, son had a baby on the way. His girlfriend was pregnant, so she turned Kelly's room into a nursery. And y'all, the crazy ass best friend was mad. Big mad. You know, I'm like, what kind of stuff is this? Like, this is crazy. And you know, the thing, and what's even crazier is, y'all, I really think this movie is based off of a true story. Now that I can't say, I think that movie is based off a true story. So this actually happened to someone. And you know, it's sad and it's crazy. And people out here are really pathetic. And it's sad that they won't go and get the help and seek the help that they need mentally, to the point that they rather go out here and kill someone and think they can swap lives with that person. Like, delusional on another level. It's one thing to look up to someone and want to be like them. And it's another thing to really want to take them up out of here and be them. And like I said, it's based on time as well. Someone's been around for a long time, they already know you. Well, they think they know you. They know what you like to do. They know how you wear your hair. They know what you wear. You know, they know all these things about you. So all they need to do is get rid of you. And like I said, this girl has been Kelly's friend since they were like damn near babies. Like toddlers, like 5, 6 years old. So she's been grooming. You know, she's been following Kelly's every move, watching her, wanting to be like her, to the point she even was with her ex-boyfriend. Like, just fucking freaking delusional. Excuse my French, y'all. I'm working on myself. I'm still working on myself. But, you know, like I said, the moral of this story, watch who you call a friend. The moment someone says they want what you have, and then you start noticing they going around buying the things you buy, and before you know it, they done went and got them some plastic surgery, y'all, and somehow got your whole damn face. Like, you would be surprised at how crazy people are. So like I said, y'all, it's just real important to protect your energy. It's real important to watch who you call a friend, who you call family, who you tell certain things to, because it's okay to talk to people. Just don't tell them every single thing that's going on in your lives. They don't need to know that. To be honest, you don't even need to see people every day. And even if you go out every day, you know, and let's say you FaceTime, because I know a lot of people FaceTime nowadays. Hell, you don't even need to be dressed so they can see what you have on. Just have on something just regular. And, you know, they'll take that and they'll feed off of that too. Oh, they got on an all red shirt. Next time you see that person, they walking around the house in a red t-shirt too. I've seen stuff like this, y'all. Like, the hate is real. The way people wish they could swap lives with you, that's real as well. The hate that people carry for you is real. Because just think about it. If they've been around you for years and they've learned to just hate you over time, and you know the hate has grown stronger and stronger, do you think they can just erase that in 5 minutes, an hour, or a day? No. It's gonna take years for these delusional people to get that hate out their heart. Because for one, you know, they need to seek that mental help. They may need to be on certain medications. And things like that take time. If it took them that long to start hating you and it became that strong, it's going to take even more time for them to get the hate out of their heart. It's going to take for God to have to step in. But these people so evil and they operate through the devil. How can God step in to help them when they don't want to be helped? So at the end of the day, y'all, I hope that you understand the message. I hope that you take, you know, everything serious about people who sit around you and probably low-key hating. Watch out for any little sign to stare. You know, watch out how they look at you up and down. Because whether they're a man or a woman and y'all friends, you know, they watching you from head to toe. You know what I'm saying? Start telling them when you go out with certain people, oh yeah, girl, me and my new dude, we went here and ate. Don't tell her that. She don't need to know all that. Tell that hater that he took you through a damn drive-thru or something. I don't know. Throw something else out there. Because at the end of the day, they're going around lying on you anyways. And you have every right to protect your peace. But my thing is, if you even have to do all that to be able to communicate with people, then you don't need them as friends. You know, it's sad, but it's true, because it's like, damn, you should be able to be yourself without all the hate and looking over your back. Like, all of that takes time. And see me, y'all, I'm the type, I'm not good at lying. I'm so blunt, and I just used to tell all my business and tell them everything I'm doing. You know, half of the time thinking they would be happy for me like I was happy for them, but that was never the case. It was more like, what? I want that too. And I'm like, damn. I just congratulated on you when you did X, Y, and Z, so what's the problem? Like, I don't know. That's the thing. You don't have the problem. They have the problem. When you gotta do all of that and try to figure things out, then fuck it. It's not worth it. It's not worth having those people around. But what is worth it is you. You know, you protecting your space, not allowing people in your space, and you protecting your peace. Because y'all, when people do stuff like that, it just brings drama. You know, you are not at peace when people who you think like you or are your friends start being shady. You know, you can't be at peace because in your mind you wondering, what did I do, or is it something they know and they're not telling me? Because y'all, they used to do that to me too. They used to be like, well, you know, you get mad easily, so we don't want to tell you this or tell you that. And then half of the time, I'm like, get mad? No, I don't. Just be honest. I want to hear the truth. Because, see, when you're a truthful person, when you hear the truth about something that's going on behind your back, you don't get mad. But see, they basing you off of them. Because let me mind you, they want y'all to switch places, right? Because as soon as you tell them something you heard about them, or let's say you found out their boyfriend or girlfriend was cheating, they really don't want to hear about it because it hurts them on a whole nother level, because mentally they are not strong enough to deal with certain things in life. They know you are strong enough. They know you would do something about it, but they don't want to tell you because they want you to feel how they feel. Because, see, I had to peep that out too. I'm like, okay. It even got to a point, one of my fake ex-best friends would be like, well, if you hear anything else about him, don't tell me. I don't want to know. So you okay with your man out here cheating? You want to look stupid? Oh, okay. Enough said. Won't say nothing else. And you know what I said in return? Well, don't talk to me about him. Like, y'all, straight up, I'm like, okay, well, if you don't want me to tell you what I saw or what someone told me in regards to him, then don't talk to me about him, because that's crazy as hell. I'm like, I can't be fake. I'm like, leave me out of any little relationship or whatever that you in. Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know because, like, this is crazy. I said, well, hell, if you hear something or you know something in regards to me, you better tell me. Oh, you know I'm going to tell you. And I'm saying it like, girl, whatever. Some people will tell you because they want to see you hurt. And some people don't want to tell you because they know you're going to do something about it. You see what I'm saying? These psychos work different ways, you know. Like, people they deal with their hurt in different ways. Some people don't want to tell you because they want you to look like a fool because they a fool. Then you have the ones that's going to tell you because they want to see if it's going to hurt you. But see, when they realize they tell you stuff and they don't hurt you, they don't care to tell you. So I learned that too. And y'all, it's crazy. But I will not sit here and lie to y'all. A lot of things is based off of reality. What I've seen, what I went through, what I've heard. You see, so like I said, I have no reason to lie about anything. The truth always sets you free. And when you live the truth, you know, God makes your life a lot easier. Because some things in this world, God puts you through so He can help bring you out and so you can learn from your mistakes. Like right now, if you're in a relationship, how can you ask God for a decent man and a decent woman if you won't get rid of what you have laying beside you that's hurting you and breaking you down? Love doesn't hurt, y'all. Whether it's a friend or a relationship. You shouldn't have to feel unwanted on either side. Whether it's a friendship or a relationship. That person is supposed to love you and value you. So, I mean, at the end of the day, do not settle for less, for one. Don't feel like you have to keep people around because you feel like you don't want to be alone. What you do is you get rid of those people who serves you no good and that's blocking your blessings because that's all they're doing. And you ask God to put people in your life who you can trust. Some people like being alone. Like me, I'm a loner. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I used to have a crowd of friends, like 10 of us, 15 of us. And we would go out to the clubs deep and all of that. I most definitely have a past, but I had to go through certain things to learn. So, I really don't regret anything, but I do regret opening up to certain people thinking that I could trust them. Because even when you tell them things, they still so delusional, they still will go and twist what you said. They'll turn your truth into a lie, or if you tell them something, they'll go run tell someone else, but make it 10 times worse. It could go from you telling someone, yeah, we was drinking, we went out one night and me and him was drinking, I woke up with a headache. They'll take that, tell another friend, girl, he beat her so bad, her head was hurting and she just had a headache all night. What? What the what? Where does lie come from? That's how easy it is. That's how simple it is. That simple. For someone to just turn something crazy that's positive or that wasn't even that serious and they make it out of a whole story. Because they are that type of delusional. So at the end of the day, y'all, I know I've been just talking. But y'all, look, y'all rare out here. We're a rare breed family. And like I said, don't no one else want to talk about it. We're going to talk about it over here. And I'm going to always be honest and I'm going to always keep it real with y'all no matter what. I don't care if you want to hear it or not. I'm going to protect you if I can protect you. That's just what it is. Like, I love y'all and I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone wakes up every day and try to be as positive as they can no matter what they are going through. Just give it to God and live. Give it to God and go to sleep. I will see y'all in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. Bye, y'all.